outside of the just 3-point line, and and around that field goal. Listen to me, football. Around that free throw line too, he got a nice little jumper. Also, he got a sweet touch. And I'm gonna tell you right now, he can make some big noise coming up this year, and this is his senior year too, right?
Yes.
I like to see him on that football field, though.
I would have liked to have seen that as well. So this scrimmage between Beckley and Chapmanville Regional. I'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight, the LB&T Kiefers, Aracoma Drug, Appalachian Medical, Genmar Services, Mingy Beef Jerky, Loose Caboose, and Tug Valley Wellness Clinic, just to name a few of our sponsors here tonight. Is going to be recording here tonight. I worked pretty hard. To get that.
This is a delay recording because the internet's out, everything was out over today.
That's right. We were supposed to be doing wrestling.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably do that later on, Coach.
Yes.
But this is a much easier sport for us to cover. I will say that.
Absolutely. I was excited when I got the news too that, I was already in man, and I got service, and boom, here it come. But we gonna bring you whatever we can on D&D Sports,
Absolutely.
And we got you a good game here for the defending state champs.
As Zion Blevins will jump it up with Jalen Walton for Woodrow Wilson. Drew Berry wearing 16. Joey Gollahue wearing number 8. Sam Miller with 7. And Benji Adkins with 22. As Zion controls the tip. Chapmanville has it. Blevins with it on the wing. Looks inside to Adkins. Gets a good back post. Now back outside. Gollahue head fake. Gets it to the elbow. Good defense so far here for the Flying Eagles of Woodrow Wilson. Good ball movement for Chapmanville, too.
I'm excited to see Gollahue, too.
Yes. Won the 3-point competition on Meet the Tigers. Berry's 3 off the mark. Goes off the hands inside of Walton, and will stay with Chapmanville as we'll see Jeff Aston check into the game for Drew Berry. As maybe a little bit of a didn't like that shot. And you see Brad.
It was a quick shot.
Yeah, quick shot, and he's telling him about it on the bench. But that's just one of those learning points. Blevins drives in, kicks it outside to Baston. No score here. They're going to just go scores by quarter, so we won't keep track of the tally as Benji Atkins gets it to go in. That's a big guy on the inside, tight end for the football team this past fall.
Oh, yeah, they had a pretty good team this year, too.
Yeah, 5-5 on the season. As Walton drives in, one of the better players for the Flying Eagles, gets his own rebound and loses it to Adkins, and it loses it off the foot of Colby Dillon. Good pass inside. Walton lays it in. That's a pass there from Zion Hawthorne. Miller with it, looking for the high screen. Now kick it over to Baston. 2-2 here in this quarter of play. Gollahue. Pass over to Miller. Still look. Spin in the lane. Little pull-up jumper there at about 12 feet. Good shot there for Sam Miller.
Sam Miller got a nice shot on him, too. I saw him in the warm-ups, too. He was knocking him down.
There's Redfern with it. Gives it up to Hawthorne. Hawthorne looking, trying to find Walton. It goes off his hands out of bounds.
Coach, that was great defense there by Chapmanville.
It really was, as we'll see for Chapmanville. That's number 20, Trenton Adkins, checking into the game. We'll see.
Trenton
Coach
Adkins, like he played ball too, did he?
He did not.
Oh.
He did not. Should have. It's one of those shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
That's
on
like,
the bodies.
yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Miller handles the pressure, gets it up the floor. Blevins looked inside to Adkins there. Goes off his hands and out of bounds. As here come the Flying Eagles as they'll move it quickly down the floor as Redfern with it, guarded by Blevins. And good defense again for Chapmanville. Walton will reverse it to Dillon. Dillon guarded by Gollahue. Screen up top. Hawthorne will try to drive left side. And good hands there by Gollahue knocking it out.
Nice defense. Coach Brad Napper liked that too.
This is, you talk about all the offensive talent for Chapmanville on the floor, Coach, but most of the time Coach Napper's teams are well coached on the defensive end.
Yes, they are. He is the top coach in 2A basketball throughout the state of West Virginia.
Good charge there by Atkins as he was able to take it. going to agree with you there, Coach.
And I'll tell you what, too, Coach. He got some players that's making big-time noise in college basketball right now. And as we've seen Big Boy, is it
Obina and Chili Killen. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just talking to Doug Killen, his father down there, and he's played really well here.
I got to watch him play
2
Kentucky.
weeks, yeah.
He played some nice ball at Kentucky. He blocking shots and everything.
Yes, he is
one
of the better players there for the Thundering Herds. We're back up there, Coach. That's my apologies there. There's Law in the game in the post. They'll kick it back outside to Dillon. Dillon now 7-2. Chapmanville leads here in this first quarter. Hawthorne drives, stolen away there. Barry back into the game. A little 2-on-1. Gollahue up ahead with it. Stops. Gets it back outside to Barry. He's open. 3 on the way for Barry. Rattles out. No good. And a rebound there from Redfern. They'll go out of bounds in favor of Chapmanville. Tell you what, Gollihue's a good athlete too, Coach. I'd like to see him on the football field.
Oh, yeah, he's a good athlete. I don't know if a lot of people know, but he used to be a wide receiver.
That's what Coach Dalton was telling me.
Yeah, and at that, as long and lean as he is, he's a stud. And he is, and when I tell you athlete, he is an athlete, Coach. I know a lot of these kids, watched them, a lot of them growing up, playing ball and all that good stuff. That's a good thing about being home.
Yeah,
you're athlete.
a lot of them,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Dillon up the top of the key will drive in, ran out of room. Skip pass goes off the hand of a Tiger player as Hawthorne will retreat and reset the offense for the Flying Eagles. Drive in the lane, and again, good defense here for Chapmanville. So get it inside, and good hands by Blevins. He's going to try to go 1-on-3. And he'll set it back up. Tried to look inside to Atkins as the pass got tipped. Ball on the ground, and the Flying Eagles come up with it. Dillon looks. Hawthorne, 3, right side, no good. Rebound backside by Gollahue. He's able to get it. Up ahead to Blevins now. Zahn back up top. Atkins may have gotten away with a little bit of a travel there, but Gollahue with it now as Miller will try to reset the offense for Chapmanville. Long 3 for Joey Gollahue. Oh,
that's money. Hey, he can hit that
stroke.
at any moment. You hear me? He can hit that at any moment.
Long 3 here for Dillon, off the rim and no good. And this is the kind of game that Chapmanville likes to play, Coach. It's been kind of muddy.
Yeah.
But when you all of a sudden look at the scoreboard, they're up 10-2.
I'm going to give him a little picture of the scoreboard.
We're not keeping the scoreboard for you because in the scrimmage game, it doesn't matter. They're going to erase the score after the first quarter anyway, and we'll just get some talent on the video for you. Blevins gets it, curls around the screen, looks back to Barry in the right corner, and now Miller will reset. Gollahue back up, Adkins in the corner. Gollahue thought about the shot, now dribbles, drives, back out to Blevins. Gets it, jump stop, lane, shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Blevins somehow tracks it down. Gollahue 3 on the way, no good, as Walton gets the rebound, loses control, spin on the ground, and you're going to get a jump ball, and it will go to Beckley. .212 to go here in this first quarter of play in this scrimmage. Is Coach Napper coaching his club on the bench, and then you've got Woodrow Wilson, head coach Ron Kidd. He's kind of eyeing there on the far end as Hawthorne makes the floater in the lane. Coach Kidd, one of the more respected coaches in West Virginia. He's been with this Woodrow Wilson program for a long time. Down there on the baseline there, behind the basket is Coach Kidd. You're a head coach and a well-respected head coach. You can stand just about anywhere you want during a scrimmage game.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Football, basketball, baseball, doesn't matter.
No, that is a fact. I stayed in my lane this year. I ain't got my respect checked over here in West Virginia.
Adkins somehow comes away with that ball off the inbound play. It's into 4 here in this first quarter of action of this scrimmage game between Chapmanville and Woodrow Wilson. James Barker and Coach David Jones with you. Zion gets a high screen, now drives in the lane, gets bumped, shot up good. That's just the length of Zion Blevins there, making that an easy bunny.
For him to be a big, he can dribble.
Yes.
And he has some great feet, man. He's very athletic. And again, I'd love to see that young man on the football field.
Played quarterback in middle school and was a dandy.
Let me tell you, if he was a QB,
a dandy.
Cam Newton, I see that in him.
Inbound pass there. Blevins almost chases it down. Now Chapmanville trying to run and trap here. They're going to get a foul there on Barry as he made contact in the lane with Drew Fitzwater.
Make sure everybody check us out. This Saturday, we'll be over at Hart's.
That's right. It's an all-day event.
All-day event.
I think it's the small town shootout or something to that effect.
You can check it live right here on the D&D Sports Network. You're going to have your Chapmanville Tigers over there. They will be playing a really, really good Sherman team that won the whole league last year. So that's going to be a great matchup.
Yes,
I can't wait to see that.
Dillon with it, gets the extra pass in the corner. That's to Redfern. His shot no good, but Dillon gets the rebound near the top of the key, gives it back to Redfern. And they're going to get another charge as Adkins took one, and he's down a little bit. Got busted right in the nose, but those football players tend to get up pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's 2 charges Chapmanville has taken here in the first 7 minutes of this varsity contest. Chapmanville's point guard, Cam Blevins, over there in street clothes, has not been released yet. So still
what
missing.
happened?
He had some respiratory illness.
Oh, okay.
So
it's going around,
yeah,
Coach.
it's been going around. So he hadn't been released yet as Adkins drives in. Gollahue with it. Pull-up jumper from about 18. Back rim, no good. Jeff Baisden with the backside rebound. They're going to call him for a travel as we go back to the Flying Eagles. Kids in school are going to pick up something. I mean,
absolutely.
It's just, especially this time of year. Good look underneath. Fitzwater couldn't get it to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. A good look inside there by Redfern. And this is the first. Getting a lot of recent history, Chapmanville basketball, when you look up there in the right corner there as they're shooting foul shots on this end. 3 state championship teams all the way back from 2018.
They're going to call it Title Town.
Yeah. I tell you, one of their better teams may have been the 20 team that didn't get to play because of COVID.
You're absolutely right.
They were really good that year too, and they didn't get to. That senior class didn't get to finish. It could have been 3 state championships for that class.
I'll tell you right now, Coach Brad is the man. You hear me?
He is.
I got so much respect for him. I've had a lot of respect for him when he was even at Mingo. You know,
yeah.
he does a great job with these kids.
3 for Blevins, front rim no good, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. Oh my goodness. So after one quarter of play, it is Chapmanville 12. Woodrow Wilson 5. Back with more after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern coalfields. So if you need to borrow money, remember, we are just a click away.
Here at LB&T, we make online banking easy. We've taken the hassle out of applying for a loan on our new website. It's as simple as going to our lbnt.com website and choosing the loan product that best suits your needs.
Your loan on your time. Visit us at lbnt.com. You're only a click away.
So if you need to borrow money, remember, we're just a click away. It's easy to apply online at lbnt.com, and all decisions are made locally. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for a great selection, great prices, and a great experience on your next ATV, motorcycle, or side-by-side? Come check out Kiefer's Kawasaki.
Our number one goal is to offer you the best power sport experience at a great price.
Like this new 23 Kawasaki Teryx 4 for only $17,999.
Before you write that check, check with us.
And remember, your adventure starts here at Kiefer Kawasaki. Route 44 South, Jerry West Highway in Logan, or visit KiefersPowersports.net.
Back here at Danny Gobby Gymnasium, Chapmanville, West Virginia, as the scrimmage game between Woodrow Wilson and Chapmanville are in the second quarter. They take the score off the board quarter by quarter. That's why you don't see the scoreboard in the top right portion of your screen. No point in keeping it. It was 12-5 in that first quarter if you want to score at home along with us. But Chapmanville with Jet Baisden on the floor right now, trying to run the point guard with Blevins with the ball right now. Step back jumper got bumped, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. He's got all that size, Coach, but he's just got a lot of parts of his game that are really good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree. You know, he can play outside, he can play inside. You know, he's just what you call an athlete.
One of the top basketball players in the mountains, Zion Blevins. This is the front end of two there. Well, Coach, it is Super 6, and two football guys up here would have to mention it at least. As Blevins misses both and is going to foul after getting boxed out. All right, so, you know, Friday, tomorrow evening, you've got Fairmont Senior and North Marion. It's going to rain, apparently, up there. So, what are your thoughts on that one?
You know, both teams can basically run the football too. I know that Fairmont can stop the run really well, and really well. So I give them an advantage on that one. I would have to pick Fairmont Senior in this one, even though North Marion are having a heck of a season right now. Their only loss came to Fairmont in the regular season.
Right.
But Fairmont, you know, I think this could be their fourth state title out of 6 in the last, 6 years or so?
Something like that, yeah. I think they're just a little bit too much for North Marion again. Hard to beat a team twice, but at the same time, that team isn't Fairmont.
Absolutely.
So I think it's going to be tough for Coach Hayes and the Huskies of North Marion to try to get things going again. That one, I'm gonna pick Fairmont by about 17. So almost 3 scores.
I like it like that now. Me too.
And then you have your AAA. Tell you what, that Princeton-Bridgeport game, for Princeton to get to the state championship game, what an amazing game that was, 73-70.
I wouldn't want to be the D coordinator.
No.
Oh, at all.
You got a long season, especially for Bridgeport's D coordinator. You know, short memory for Princeton's, but at the same time, he's got may even have a more difficult task against Martinsburg than he did against Bridgeport.
I mean, very difficult. What Martinsburg did to Huntington High, the very talented Huntington High team, that's nothing but remarkable.
Yes, and that I'll just be honest with you, Coach, as you get a foul there, as you'll see Preston Clarity go to the line to shoot 2 for the Flying Eagles. I felt like, and this is no disrespect to Princeton and Bridgeport, they're two really good football teams, played a great football game. But that Martinsburg-Huntington game, to me, was the state title.
That's where I'm right there with you on that, too. I am right there with you on that also.
I thought there, a lot of talent on that field for both squads. A lot of not only talent, just overall talent, but D1 talent
Yes,
on that field.
every bit
both
of it.
squad.
I mean, it was all over the field.
Yes. So.
And it was the rematch from last year's state championship game.
Yep.
That Huntington won. So they had a lot to play for. Martinsburg did.
Miller brings it up the floor here. We're in the second quarter of this scrimmage game. If your overall score will be 12-8 at this point. Good lob pass inside. Atkins able to get it out. Miller 3 on the way. Back rim, though. Goodberry gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Gollahue. Wide open look for Joey. Couldn't get it. But another offensive rebound for Chapmanville, as they've had a bunch of them here in this scrimmage so far. Gollahue comes off the screen. Curls inside. Layup attempt. No good. Back, hits the back of the rim as Walton gets the rebound for the Eagles. Good take there, as that is Elijah Redfern takes it all the way in for the layup and count it. It's 5-0 in favor of the Flying Eagles here in this second quarter of play, with about 5:29 to go. So single A game is Williamstown and Greenbrier West, and I'll just be honest with you.
It's a no match.
I think Williamstown may be the only team
with
that
the running clock.
I think they're that good.
Yeah, they are.
They could compete with Fairmont for the AA title.
Absolutely.
That's how good they are.
I agree 100%.
So
I agree. Well, I watched them play, and they're a dynasty there, man.
Yes. That's a team Chapmanville used to scrimmage in the early 2010s.
Oh, okay.
And so we're a little familiar with that program and what they have there, the Yellow Jackets. But they get in that eye and they run it downhill at
they
you.
Sure do.
Oof, they are tough. It's Miller head fakes, kicks it outside. Gollahue 3 on the way. Front rim this time. No good. Walton gets a strong rebound. And here come the Eagles up ahead. Redford 3 from the corner, short, no good. And Walton stepped on the baseline, and it'll go back to Chapmanville. There's some Chapmanville Middle School basketball players that we will see on Saturday.
I'll tell you what, my buddy Dalton, he has been playing lights out. You hear me?
He has. One of the biggest 8th grade talents in the mountains. Not only basketball, but football as well.
Absolutely.
He's tough. You know what's even better about him is he's a Bills fan.
Yeah, I told him he didn't like when I told him I was an Eagles guy.
Fly Eagles fly.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that was a good one though.
It was a good game.
The Bills are just always on the wrong side of those classic ones, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
4 minutes to go here in this second quarter between the two varsity clubs. Chapmanville has yet to score this quarter after leading 12-5 after quarter number 1. Backside rebound there from Baisden. And good defense here from the Flying Eagles so far. I'm going to get a hold there on the Flying Eagles as Hawthorne picks it up. He was posted, or as Benji Atkins was posted up on him. A little bit of a size mismatch as we'll see John Blevins check back into the game for Chapmanville as well. Dylan checks back in for Woodrow Wilson. Gollahue looking, gets Zion on the roll at the basket, couldn't get it, gets his own rebound, goes to the left side and gets the left-handed lay-in to go. First points of the quarter for Chapmanville, 6-2 here in this second quarter. As Redford drove in, got bumped, looked for the call, didn't get it. As Walton there, though, for the easy lay-in. 8-2 in this quarter for the Flying Eagles. Blevins gets it, guarded by Redfern. They'll try to back in. Walton trying to double team it, gets a hand on it. Zion gets it, they're fighting on the ground for it. It'll be a jump ball, should go to the Flying Eagles. And it will. You like to see both teams compete really well here in this scrimmage. You can tell that that's the type of culture you want.
Absolutely.
In basketball is you compete no matter if you're playing a scrimmage game or for a state title.
Absolutely, and this has been like an actual regular game.
Yeah.
By both squads.
Yes. 14-13 if you're keeping a full tally on the scores. Barry gets the steal, gives it over to Gollihue. Spot three from the wing. Joey Gollihue hits it. His second one from the outside. You can see where all that pub that Gollihue gets comes from.
It is very well deserved.
Pull-up jumper from Dillon on the other end of the floor from 14 feet away. Dillon gets it to go. As Chapmanville trades buckets, they move it back up the floor quickly as Benji Adkins goes in and is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Yeah, Coach Jones and I were going to talk about some single leg and double leg takedowns tonight, but that one got canceled on us.
Yeah, man. I was ready for the double leg takedowns and all that. It was going to be quite interesting.
Now, as a football star, you know, there's a lot of correlation between football and wrestling. Did they ever try to get you to wrestle at any point in time?
So we didn't have it at Belfry at the time when I went, but if we did have, I definitely would have. That was one of the things that I was very interested in. I loved Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Really?
So, yeah, I loved that. So that was some of the stuff I did actually when I was down in Kentucky also.
Walton goes inside, and he'll go to the line to shoot too. It's amazing the kind of, you know, sometimes in the mountains we are a little sheltered, so to speak, but you know, when you get opened up into the world, you go over there to UK and you learn about some different techniques, fighting styles, and things like that. And hey, man, I would have been good at this if I had been doing this for an extended period of time of my life.
You know, because you got to have leverage, especially playing in the SEC, man. Leverage is everything, even at defensive back and receiver.
Right.
Getting off blocks and all that stuff. And so it helps so much. I can tell you. And another guy who did it and I got the opportunity to play with was Ray Lewis.
Awesome.
He was an All-American.
Three on the way from Jeff Baisden goes in. Baisden gets the bucket to go. It's Chapmanville with 9 points here in this corner. So we're going to call a quick whistle on Baisden there. 9-10. Chapmanville trails by 1 here in this second quarter. That is the 5th team foul. So Woodrow will shoot 2 at the line. We talked about this at that middle school tournament.
They got a new rule. No more one-on-ones. And that can have a really big effect on the game because, you know, sometimes you want to foul, make them get that one-on-one, they miss it. You can have an opportunity to get that rebound, you know.
No hack-a-shack
right.
anymore.
Yeah,
hack-a-shack,
exactly. Yeah, that's right. I can remember him trying to shoot foul shots. It was so brutal. Him and Charles Barkley.
Yep. And then the one that I always remember was the worst was when the Bills were, or not the Bills, but the Bulls were good with Jordan. They had Bill Cartwright at center. He had that funky side shot. It's a foul there as you're going to get a block on Adkins. And you'll probably see him come out in favor of Trenton Adkins. See if Coach Napper decides to do that. I believe that was the 3rd foul on Benji. But it'll send Redfern to the line to shoot 2. He misses the first. And you were telling me off the air that one of my favorite Bills players ever was your roommate in college.
Yeah, Stevie Johnson.
Oh,
man. He great guy, man.
Why so serious?
Yeah. and the crazy part about it too, a lot of people don't know, he was like that in college.
Yes.
He was just, he's very creative. And a lot of people don't know either. He got a rap song out and stuff too.
I did not know that. I'll have to check
he's unbelievable. I have to send it to you.
Okay. As Blevins gets the rebound and the putback for Chapmanville. They've now tied it up this quarter after the Eagles, Flying Eagles, had a 9-0 lead in this corner, Coach. And you can see Chapmanville, just that style of play. They're able to battle back into quarters and games and relentless on the floor. Now, I knew Stevie Johnson did some artwork with shoes and things like that. I did not know that he was a rap artist. So I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, Steve, he's from the Bay Area and stuff, and he's very, very creative. And he does a lot. I'm actually in a process. He's gonna come down to over at Mingo Central and do some stuff over there with us.
That's pretty cool. Well, when that happens, I'm gonna tag along.
We'll most definitely have you up there. So it's gonna be on D&D for sure.
That would be awesome.
It'll actually be him and Dickie Lyons Jr. They do some things. They go around the different cities and help out like just athletes and stuff like that. And it's a pretty good thing. I was going to try to get him this year, but there's a lot going on my first year.
Right.
But, we're going to get him out here. And I think it's called like certified something, but they go all around the state. It's pretty neat. And Stevie Johnson actually created it.
That's pull-up jumper there from Redfern. Yeah, definitely when all that happens, good steal there from Dillon and a little careless with the basketball there. Chapmanville was, Coach.
Yes. I know Napier is not liking that one.
15-11, the Flying Eagles lead this quarter. Blevins drives in, goes all the way in, left-hand block, but Atkins there gets the rebound and the putback. As it cuts the quarter lead to 2. And a good steal, Atkins hustling back. Now up ahead to Baisden. Baisden with it, dribbles to the middle, gets it in the corner. Gollihue will drive in, loses it, skips it over to Berry. Now back to Gollihue, top of the key, 3 for Joey is good. He's got 3 in the half.
He's money.
And Chapmanville takes a 1-point lead in this quarter, and a good block there from Adkins to end the quarter of play. And Chapmanville trailed in that quarter by 9-0. And they end up winning the quarter by 1, 16-15. Back with more here on the D&D Sports Network right after this.
Stop by Eric Homa Drug today and let them fill your prescription. Eric Homa Drug has been serving the Chapmanville community for over 46 years. They're a proud supporter of the Chapmanville Tigers and all mountain athletes.
Come on down to the Loose Caboose Grill, located in Kermit, West Virginia. Come on in and try out their home fresh food, and go inside of the caboose and sign your name on the wall while you sit down and get you something to eat. Located in Kermit, West Virginia, go grab you a bite to eat at the Loose Caboose Grill.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Back here on the D&D Sports Network, James Barker and Coach David Jones with you for this scrimmage between Beckley and Chapmanville. Again, they reset the scores after each quarter. Chapmanville won the first quarter 12-5, and then won the second quarter 12-11. But right there, that's Nazir King getting the layup on the inside off a good look. Blevins with it in the left corner. Defense has been impressive on both sides, Coach.
Yeah, very much so. I've been really impressed with this whole game so far.
Barry, corner 3 on the way. Couldn't get the roll. It'll be back the other way for the Flying Eagles. We're talking about a half of basketball. Truly a real half of basketball. And Chapmanville scored 24, and Woodrow scored 16.
Yeah.
And, that's very good defense.
That's very good defense, like very, very.
Yes. Because both these teams can shoot it when they get a chance.
They sure can. And I'll tell you right now, Beckley, they're very athletic.
Yes. Miller with it. Now to Berry. Skip pass to Gollahue, who's hit 3 threes here tonight for Chapmanville. Good spin move from Zion in the lane, and a feathery touch at the finish.
He's just very athletic, quick feet, knows how to get his back to the goal. You know what I'm trying to say. His back to the goal, man, and he can play some ball.
A little 1-3-1 here for Chapmanville with Blevins up top. He almost went for the steal there. Is Dillon able to get it? Now Hawthorne. Skip pass up top to Redfern. He slams it home. Elijah Redfern. He had some hops there, Coach.
He sure did. He just went up on 2. That's hard. He got some bunnies.
Yes, he did.
It was like very easy to him. Like I said, they're very athletic.
Yeah. Well, you saw him elevate, and you were like, that's an easy finish.
Right.
And then he
It
just kept going. And you're like, oh. 4-2, Woodrow leads here in this third quarter. We expect one more quarter after this. So we saw the JV teams play a full game and expect the varsity to do the same. So we thank you for watching here on this recorded edition of high school basketball on the D&D Sports Network. Blevins triple teamed, goes up through them all and gets the bucket to go.
He do it all season. Chapmanville's going to get them another title.
Yes. Dillon 3 on the other end. Good. That's the first 3 we've seen from Kobe Dillon of the Flying Eagles. 7-4 in this quarter, the Eagles lead. Blevins got hooked there, and they're going to call a double foul. That's the dreaded double foul. You see them working on each other there. It's always fun when you watch them compete.
Absolutely.
We'll see Walton check back in for Beckley. Gollahue does the inbounding here on this one. They look for Zion to curl and can't find him, but they lob it inside. He's double teamed immediately, and he's fouled from behind.
And he's going to get a lot of those this year.
Yes, he is.
And that's just going to set up. Gollahue just knocked that 3-point down. And then you got to pick your poison.
Lob inside to Zion again. He goes up strong, and they're going to call a travel there on the contact. In the regular season, you have probably seen a more animated Brad Napper on that one, you know?
Yeah.
Not in a scrimmage game. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. 7-4 in favor of Woodrow in this quarter of play. Chapmanville does lead overall. As that one's tipped around. As Blevins gets the steal off of a few deflections. Miller with it. Will curl toward the top of the key over to Berry. 3 in rhythm, back rim no good. Rebound to Walton, and here come the Eagles. Dribble in the lane, and you're going to get a foul as was Clary that went inside. Referee and Redfern talking about a few things there. As inbound underneath. Skip pass almost stolen away there by Gollahue. Dillon with it. He'll try to pull through, but it's blocked by Joey Gollahue back the other way. Blevins gets it to Gollahue. He's going to pull from there. Right wing, a little short. Rebound tipped around. Controlled by the Flying Eagles. Redfern up ahead, goes off of Miller's foot. Back to Dillon. Inside, though, and you're going to get a foul there. As Clary went up and Berry makes the foul. Not a bad foul there on the easy layup, though. Clary will shoot 2. First one up, been good. As we'll see Jet Mayston check back in for Chapmanville. Woodrow leads this quarter 8-4. Chapmanville led first quarter 12-5. Second quarter 12-11. Gives you a halftime score of 24-16. Now Woodrow has cut into that Chapmanville 8-point lead. They have it 9-4 in this quarter, so it's only a 3-point overall lead for the Tigers here halfway through this third quarter. Miller with it on the right wing. Looks, Gollahue up top, trying to get it inside to Blevins, does. Zion couldn't get the first attempt and can't get the second, but he's fouled.
There's a lot of difference what I've seen from last year to this year. He is very, very active on the inside too, getting rebounds, just being very physical inside.
Yes, I would agree with that 100%, Coach. And talked to Brad Napper during that Meet the Tigers thing, and he talked about the physicality of Zion on the inside now and how he's kind of taken on that role.
Yes.
And you pointed it out here, Coach. He has been – there is no timidness anymore.
No, at all. And that's what makes him a complete player.
Last year, I think, with your comment, I think you'll agree with this. Sometimes he would hide.
Yes.
In games, not that it was a real negative thing. He just didn't take on that physicality role all the time.
Right. It showed flashes.
Yes. This year, it's
there.
It's been on the entire time here tonight.
Yes, it is. I love it too, and you can see the confidence in him also.
9-5 in this quarter in favor of Woodrow Wilson. Gollahue went for the steal backside. Walton gets the easy bucket there as Miller tried to take that late charge, but they're not going to call anything there on that small contact. Miller trying to get rid of it, tipped out of bounds, and Chapmanville lucky to keep the possession there.
Woodrow is playing some really good defense this half.
Miller with it, guarded by Dillon. This is a good thing for Sam Miller, who is a shooting guard and can shoot the shot from the outside just as good as anybody, but they need that extra point guard in their system.
Yes.
And with Cam Blevins out, the primary point guard, he gets a lot of good work here tonight against a really good defense. That was thrown away. Good spin move, left-hand layup there for Zion. Hawthorne gets it to go, and we're all tied up if you scoring at home. It's 29-29. 13-5. Woodrow leads in this quarter as you're going to get a backside foul there on Hawthorne. Chapmanville's done a good job of screening away and then finding that switch matchup with those two bigs on the inside with Atkins and Blevins.
Yes, they have, and I think that's probably why they went it's Woodrow, right?
Yes.
Or Beckley. They went to man-to-man. They're not switching on it now.
As Coach Kidd comes and takes a timeout from the baseline, we'll do the same thing. Back with more here of Chapmanville basketball on the D&D Sports Network.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. Get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Back here at Chapmanville Regional High School as Atkins made his first foul shot attempt and makes the second. So the big guy goes 2 for 2 at the line. 13-7 in this quarter in favor of the Flying Eagles. Hawthorne with it, left wing, skip pass up top to King, and he throws it away, but it's tipped out of bounds and will stay with Woodrow. Woodrow, Chapmanville, good scrimmage for both clubs as they both expect to compete for a title this year. And a good body control there by Hawthorne coaches. He was able to get Blevins up in the air and then turn his body to create some contact with Blevins and get to the line.
I'll tell you right now, they got some athletes in this Beckley squad. You hear me? The way they're moving and twisting and spinning and stuff and keeping control of their body, that's things you can't teach.
No. Hawthorne makes the first. The left-handed shooting young man is second attempt up is good as well. We're tied back up in the overall scheme of the game. Yeah, you don't really have a winner or a loser here, but you know, I think even if you were playing horse outside, you still try to compete to win,
absolutely.
don't you? So you keep
got
the score.
that right.
Baisden with it, left wing, up top now to Gollihue. Over to Miller. Miller looking inside, guarded well by Hawthorne, now outside to Baisden. Baisden loses it, spins, now gets to Blevins. I think he kind of settles back down when Zion touches the ball. Getting double teamed, almost a triple team. It's knocked away from him by King and will stay with Chapmanville.
I can see Coach Nepper is going to use this film as seeing how they're trying to guard Blevins down low and get something back, a kickback. That's why I say they're going to have to pick their poison,
There's the guy, too. Joey Gollihue couldn't get that one to go. Blevins, they timed that jump perfectly, just couldn't control it after the tip. As Hawthorne now gets it up ahead to Clary. Clary drives in. That's going to be a charge. Yes, sir. Adkins takes his second
defense.
Charge of the game.
Great defense. Atkins is just a sophomore, correct?
Yes.
I remember that young man from last year. He on a very, very deep, talented Chapmanville team, he came in with some very liable minutes, valuable minutes.
And you can see right now they don't care for him to bring the ball up the floor either. He can handle it
Absolutely.
for a big. Well, that was not a great pass, though, as that was stolen away by King. Gives it off to Redfern there as he lays it in. 17-7 in this quarter for the Flying Eagles, and overall they've taken a 2-point lead. 31 for Chapmanville, 33 overall for the Flying Eagles, but make it 33 for Chapmanville now as Blevins able to answer there. Walton up ahead, gets bumped, no call. Miller gets the rebound. Blevins up ahead, it's 3-on-3. Zion, little stutter step inside, goes up, and a charge. Good defense there from Nazir King as he's able to take the charge. That was a great crossover from Blevins, though.
Absolutely. Like I said, he can move with that ball in his hand.
We'll see Barry check back in for Miller.
Chapmanville's going to be in this full court press.
Woodrow does a good job beating it. There's Dillon, 3 from the backside, no good. And it will stay with the Flying Eagles. Inbound pass to Redfern. Guarded by Baisden. Gets a jump. Good kick. Dillon will try it again from about the same spot and gets it to go. Kobe Dillon, a smooth stroke for the Flying Eagles. 20-9 in this quarter in favor of Woodrow. Barry looks, throws it away. Pressure defense again by Woodrow Wilson has caused back-to-back turnovers for Chapmanville. You can see right now, Coach, they kind of miss that point guard.
Yes.
Normally is that ball handler for Chapmanville and Cam Blevins. Not every possession. It's just those when you need to settle things down.
Yeah, and that's what a veteran does. They,
Yeah.
he know how to pull it back out, just calm everybody down, and get something ran.
Hawthorne drives in, and he throws it away. Looking for the corner. Dillon curled to the wing, and I think Hawthorne thought he was going to stay in that corner with 5.7 seconds to go in this quarter. Here comes Chapmanville with it. Gollihue up ahead to Adkins. Adkins drives a good give to Gollihue and a lay-in to go.
That was an awesome play.
That was a great play to end the quarter. And Chapmanville loses the quarter 20-13, but they do retake a 1-point lead as we head into this fourth quarter of play. Back with more here on the D&D Sports Network right after this.
Come meet the wonderful staff at the Del Barton Quick Shop. They got all your cold food needs along with tobacco needs. And while you're down there, check out their award-winning hot food items. Once again, located in Del Barton, West Virginia, the Quick Shop.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 or reach us Monday through Friday.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia.
Back here at Chapmanville Regional High School and Danny Gobby Gymnasium. James Barker and Coach David Jones with you. We've had a good one here in this scrimmage. They erase the scores after each quarter, but Chapmanville holds a 1-point lead. If my math is correct, holds a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter of play. Good look inside to Barry. Good defense by the Eagles back outside. Gollihue, 3 on the way. That one's good. Joey Gollihue, his 4th 3 of the scrimmage. And you can again tell why he has almost accolades, and he gets a block there, but a foul called.
I put Joey up there to be looked at for Player of the Year. He's got that type of ability to do. He can do that. Very, very talented and can just knock it down.
He is.
And I'm going to tell you another thing, too. He just come over here and fit right on in with this team.
Yes.
And there's no other better coach to get coached from Brad, though.
Yeah, there's no lag time. He has kind of picked up.
He did.
Like it looks like he's been playing here for years.
Yeah.
Redford makes the first, makes the second. Blevins will bring it up the floor. Nope, they're going to give it to the big man, Benji Atkins. Walton will guard him. Gives it to Berry. Now gives it to Miller. Good defense. Lob inside to Blevins, and no foul called there. Zion wanted a foul. It felt like he got pushed off, and Coach Napper, you can see, a little bit disgusted there. Good drive in, rebound. Blevins goes over everybody, and Gollihue with it. 2-on-2, back the other way. Gollihue stutter steps, gets in the lane, spins, fade away, couldn't get it to go. Blevins rips down the rebound, fights off everybody. Had Gollihue out there for the three, but he gets fouled before the pass.
He was
off.
trying to get it. They was holding on to it for dear life, wasn't they?
They had three guys on Blevins, and they knew Joey was out there getting ready to stroke one. Blevins spins in the lane, left hand, throws it up, no good. Couldn't get the contact foul. And Atkins, no contact, letting them play a little bit here. And one there for Hawthorne. Gets it to go. These are two of my favorite officials, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever.
Absolutely. They some great guys, man. They do a lot for Logan County.
Talking to Peanut there before the game, and he says, "Got to stretch this old body." I said, "Peanut, you're not that old." He said, "How old do you think I am?" I said, "Well, you did referee my games when I was in grade school." So I mean,
right.
I knew there was some age difference there, but he is not that old. I give him that.
They throw free camps going on.
Yes, they do.
They do free camps. I know they do. The basketball been going on for 30 years.
A heat check three from Joey Gollihue. That was a deep one.
Yes,
he gets it to go. Yeah, Pete Kelly, they've had that core basketball camp that you're talking about, that free basketball camp for years.
Yeah, they told me before the game 30 years, and that's a long time serving your community. That's awesome.
Oh, Joey G.
I'm glad we talked about him because that makes us sound like we know what we're really talking about. You hear me?
That's his 6th 3 of the scrimmage. He's got at least 20. It's a good rebound inside there. As you can tell, both squads fighting for that one. Phillip Law gets the bucket for the Flying Eagles. 9-7. Chapmanville leads this quarter. All Gollihue threes. You know he wants to shoot it again.
Oh, yeah.
Miller with it.
He got the hot hand. I'd go to him.
Barry will try to stroke one. Back rim, no good. Rebound hits the extension, and it will stay with the Flying Eagles. Hawthorne guarded by Miller. Gets it up top to Law. Now over on the wing to Redfern. Back up top, Dillon had a good screen, got a good look, couldn't get it to go. Ball tipped out, though, by Walton to Redfern as he'll pull up from about 6 feet. No good. Walton, though, backside tip, couldn't get it to go. Ball still tipped around, and Miller somehow gets it. And you're going to get a whistle and a foul as Redfern on the reach-in. This is going to be a fun final 5 minutes, I think.
Yes, sir.
Blevins will bring it up the floor. Set a high screen and get the switch on the Walton, give it off to Gollihue. He's got an open look. Joey G again couldn't get that one to go, but Adkins gets the rebound and the bucket.
That's big time.
Those two bigs on the inside, Blevins and Adkins.
The Twin Towers, huh?
Yes. You've seen a lot from Adkins as you're going to get a baseline bump on Adkins there. And he'll pick up another foul. That may be his 4th. It's at least his 3rd. But I don't, it's one of those things in the scrimmage where they count those fouls or not.
I know when I played in the scrimmage in basketball, I knew I had about 16 fouls to give. Coach eventually told me, "Dave, calm down or you got to come out." I was like, I know I can't foul out.
I'm going to get the ball one way or another.
That's right.
Redford guarded by Miller. Good pull up from the elbow. Couldn't get it to go as it hits the back rim, and Blevins gets the rebound. 4:22 to go here in the 4th quarter. 11-7, Chapmanville leads in the quarters. Atkins somehow skies up and gets it, gets the bucket and the foul. Came down hard on that wrist, though, as he's holding it. And he's still holding it. That's not, and he's coming to the bench.
Hope he's okay there.
Hope he's okay. He's going to get somebody to look
Somebody's going to have to shoot for him, too.
Yeah. It's got to be whoever comes off the bench. They're going to look at it. Brad Napper's looking at it on the bench. And I don't know, he moved him back down toward the coaches, so we're going to have one of the assistants look at it and see. Hate to see that in a scrimmage. Dillon on the other end of the floor hits the three from the outside. Kobe Dillon, that's his third three of the game for Woodrow. 13-10 here with 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter of play. Blevins hands it off to Gollahue. Over to Miller. Miller looks, now hands it off to Zion. A little weave up top for Chapmanville. That's a good defense there from Dillon as he jumped the weave, but Blevins goes in, you're going to get a charge. Yeah, that was a great job by Nazir King.
Yeah, that's the only thing you got to watch for is someone, when you spin, someone got their feet set, you know, and right there, but it's still hard to, that spin is hard to guard still.
It is. But you can see Woodrow well coached to know when to step in that lane and take it. As King, that's off his hand and out of bounds as Brennan Strange has checked into the game for Chapmanville to take over the spot for Benji Adkins. Miller brings it up the floor, gives it off to Gollahue. Up top to Strange. Strange looking, gives it to Miller. Miller tries to back in, now over to Strange. Tries to drive baseline, looking. May see Coach Napper take a timeout here. No, he's going to just let him play, and Strange does a really good job of throwing it off of Fitzwater, and they'll stay with the Tigers. .2:59 to go here in this quarter. As that's an inbound pass stolen away there by Dillon. Up ahead, Redfern with it, gives it off. King goes up strong, gets the bucket. 13-12 in this quarter. By my count, Coach, it's a tie game.
Yes, sir. Oh, nice Euro.
Nice move, a Euro step.
Yes, sir.
Blevins gets it to go. 15-12, Chapmanville leads. 2:35 to go. Dillon goes in, kicks it out. King thought about it, now gets it inside of Dillon. Good look from King to Dillon. Couldn't get it to go, but Fitzwater gets the rebound. They're going to call it on the floor. There's a foul there on Chapmanville. That's foul on 7. That's Sam Miller. You know, they come to these extra digits.
Right.
And you hold it. It used to be that's easy, 52 or 25, and you start looking on the floor for those numbers. There, you got to add. I got to add. So Fitzwater goes to the line to shoot 2. This was not a shooting foul. It's in the bonus are the Flying Eagles. As Fitzwater makes the first. Fitzwater makes the second. Walton will check in for him. Back to a tie game. It's 15-14 in favor of Chapmanville in this quarter. Again, that's a tie game if my math is correct. And again, I just complained about adding 5 and 2, so we'll see. Blevins, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound controlled by Walton underneath. 2:05 to go here in this fourth quarter of this scrimmage game. That's a travel, yeah. Good call there underneath as Redfern took one too many steps on that pickup. Chapmanville led the first 2 quarters.
Yes.
And then Woodrow won the third quarter. Chapmanville leads by 1 here in the fourth. Miller looking. Tries to create some separation, but has to pick up his dribble. Now gives it off to Strange, who gives it to Barry. double screen for Gallahue, and you're going to get a moving screen on Chapmanville. It's Strange. That was a football block.
Yes,
there.
it was.
Strange picks up the offensive foul, and here come the Flying Eagles with a chance to take the lead in this quarter as well as in this game. Dillon, extended. Pace has slowed considerably since the first 4 minutes of this quarter. Redfern has a three from the wing and gets it to go. Elijah Redfern. It's the first time we've seen him shoot it from deep tonight.
They extended they're up by 2.
Yeah. 17-15. Favor this quarter and in the game of Woodrow Wilson. Blevins drives, kicks in the corner to Strange. Looking, picks up his dribble. Throws it to Blevins in that right corner. Blevins guarded by Redford. Back up to Strange. Gallahue gets a screen, and he throws it away. It's tipped away by Hawthorne, and King picks it up, and you're going to get a foul. You can see Brad Napper playing some guys in spots, trying to see what they can do in this scrimmage game. One of those trial by fire things.
Yeah, he's doing everything you should be doing for a scrimmage game. You know, of course he's competitive, and everyone knows because the state titles he got. But the key thing is he's trying to figure his team out.
As you'll see, Jet Baisden check into the game for Strange. Big question right now is the severity of the Atkins injury moving forward, because he has played phenomenal tonight for Chapmanville in this scrimmage game.
He sure has. Hopefully the young man is okay, because like you said, he's played phenomenal.
King makes 1 of 2. It's a 3-point lead for Woodrow in this quarter. 18-15, under 40 seconds to go. Miller runs the point. They'll try to drive in. Now we'll pull it back out. Chase from behind. Barry over to Baisden in the left corner. They're looking for Blevins underneath. Gets it, controls it, jumper up and good. Blevins gets it to go, under 20 seconds to go. 18-17 in this quarter. As Baisden almost poked it from behind, you're going to get a foul on Baisden there, as it will send Redfern to the line to shoot 2. I guess you don't have to make that count anymore past 5, though. So once you're 5 in the quarter, it doesn't matter anymore. You're in the bonus, right, regardless. No more double bonus, so to speak.
That's why I said that the game has changed.
Yes, it has. Redford misses one there. It's been a fun scrimmage.
It sure has.
Redfern makes the second. 2-point lead in this quarter for Woodrow. Miller with it. 6 seconds to go. Baisden up top to Gallahue. Gallahue, somebody's got to shoot. He does. He couldn't get it to go, and that's the end of the fourth quarter. And I believe that'll be the end of that scrimmage between these two clubs. We'll see if they continue to play. We'll see what happens, and we'll take a break and let you know. Back with more high school basketball right after this here on the D&D Sports Network.
If you got a big job to get done, don't just trust any flagging service. Call Diamond Flagging Service. Diamond Flagging Service keeps your community safe while also making sure it stays moving. Give Diamond Flagging Service a call today for their services. They also offer amazing job opportunities. Diamond Flagging Services, proud supporter of the Mountain Athletes.
Call 304-752-3474 and see Missy Birchfield at your good friends at State Farm in Logan, West Virginia. She gives out free insurance quotes, so make sure you see her at State Farm.
Whether it's home, life, business, or auto insurance, Scott Ambergy at State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia is here to protect the things you love. Call Scott Ambergy today for a free quote. That's State Farm in Chapmanville, West Virginia.
If you're injured in a car wreck, don't delay. Give me a call today, Justin Markham. Here at Markham Law Office, we will fight for you. Don't settle for a handshake and a small check from the insurance companies. Give us a call. Don't take on the big insurance companies alone. We will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Here at Markham Law Office, you're more than a client. You're family, and we take care of family. Give me a call, Justin Markham, attorney at law.
Call Restoration One, West Virginia's go-to cleanup crew. Don't let fire, wind, water damage ruin your property. Restoration One can get you back to 100% in the quickest time possible. Our staff here at Restoration One is fast, friendly, and reliable. We got experts that use the latest in technology to remove mold and damages left behind by Mother Nature. Don't just trust anyone. Trust Restoration One.
Back here at Danny Gobby Gymnasium as quarter number 5 underway of this scrimmage as Berry picks up the steal. Blevins up with it. Pull up. Nope. Gets back out to Gollahue. Gollahue drives. Floater on the baseline. Front rim. No good. Taps it out, though, as Bazin gets the rebound. Let's get pass over. Sam Miller, 3 on the way is good. He's got a smooth stroke when he has space.
He sure does.
Sam Miller gets the first bucket here of this 5th quarter of play.
Nice defense there by Chapmanville, too.
And I'll tell you, that's, speaking of 5th quarter, I know may not be a lot of listeners that know this restaurant. I say there's some that do, though. The restaurant that used to be where the Civic Center kind of got remodeled and stuff, the 5th quarter used to be there. And
I remember that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite places to go. But
especially in the state tournament.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Pass inside there to Laws. He gets the bucket to go. Three to 2 here in this 5th quarter of play. As we mentioned, we've tried to keep score, but they're going to extend the 5th quarter. So no real need. But the way it goes, Beckley's won 2 quarters, and Chapmanville's won 2 quarters.
Right.
So this is kind of the tie-breaking quarter. Chapmanville, for the first time tonight, we've seen in a 2-3 zone. They're trying to zone Woodrow as Walton goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. Good look. They high-load that 2-3 zone really well there as Walton able to go up and under for the and one. Rattles out, couldn't complete the 3-point play. Blevins back the other way to Baisden. Baisden back to Blevins. Berry gets it to Gollahue in the corner, and now they'll try to run the offense through Joey. Shot no good. Gollahue couldn't get it. Blevins fights for it, lost it. Gollahue back outside. Basin to Berry to Miller. Head fakes. He'll drive in. Nope, back outside to Joey. And he'll skip it across to Blevins, and he'll step into a 3. That one's short. And here come the Flying Eagles back the other way. As Blevins gets the steal, goes off the foot. Miller up ahead, gets to Blevins. 2-on-1. Blevins to Baisden, couldn't get the layup to go, and that'll draw the ire of Brad Napper. And now Dillon back the other way, 3. That would have been a huge answer, and Gollahue able to tip it to Baisden, and Chapmanville running up ahead now. Miller to Baisden, head fakes in the lane, floater gets it, and he redeems himself with that one, Coach.
Yes, sir, he sure did. He got a nice shooter's touch,
yes,
too.
Yes, he does. 5-4 in the quarter. Chapmanville leads by 1. High post to Walton. Good movement here from Woodrow as the drive in from Hawthorne is blocked by Gollahue. Out of bounds. Coach Jones and I will be in Hearts on Saturday for the small town shootout.
All day action here live on the D&D Sports Network.
I think games start at 9:30. If we're going to be there broadcasting at 9:30, Daryl's at least got to get me a cup of coffee. You know what I mean?
Yes. I definitely need some of that coffee, too. I like iced coffee.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
I'm more of the hot variety. Now, I can drink those 8-ounce cups. I drink from about 7 in the morning. Well, no, good run. One there from Gollihue. But from about, I'll say 6 in the morning to about 11:30 right before lunch.
Yes, sir.
I don't eat breakfast.
Now, football season, I do that.
Yep. Gollihue completes the three-point play. 8-4, Chapmanville leads it in this quarter. Again, Tigers staying in this 2-3 zone. We haven't seen Atkins since that wrist injury. Still on the bench, though, so hopefully that means that it's not as severe as it looked there initially.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad.
He's got some ice on it, but you hate to see that in a scrimmage, especially early on in the season, as Fitzwater misses the first. Makes the second. 8-5, Chapmanville leads with 4 minutes to go in this fifth quarter of play. You heard that right, fifth quarter. It is the scrimmage game. Chapmanville will try to weave up top, and usually you try to find the matchup you like when you run that weave play. Gollihue gives it off to Berry, who kicks it back outside. Created some space there for Miller, who drives in. And now Basin will shoot the three from the outside, no good. The rebound underneath by King. Dillon wide open, couldn't get it. Rebound tipped, fought for. Gollihue able to track it down. Rebounding, Chapmanville's been good at it, but here in this 2-3 zone, Woodrow's had their hands on a few offensive rebounds.
Yes, they have.
Oh, Blevins.
That's a nice take right there by Blevins.
Able to step through two and get the easy two. 10-5, Chapmanville leads here in this fifth quarter with under 3 minutes to go now. Dillon over to Clary, now back to Dillon, now back to Clary. Or over to Redford. This 2-3 zone has kind of stymied the pace of the Flying Eagles offense as Clary misses that three. 2:30 to go. Blevins with it. Going to get a hold there on King. Two team fouls apiece as we'll see Hawthorne check back in for the Flying Eagles. Well, basketball season, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, it's a grind for broadcasters as much as it is the kids.
It really is. It really is. I really have to work out getting ready for this.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have a steal from Redfern. He slams it home. A little tomahawk action there from Elijah Redfern. 10-7, the score in this quarter. Berry gets the inbounds pass, and they'll give it off to Miller. 2:05 to go here in this fifth quarter of play. A 3-point lead for Chapmanville in this quarter. As his score is tied between the quarters. As Berry able to knock down a three from the outside. That's the first one we've seen him hit tonight.
Yes. If they can continue to do that, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to have a really good season.
Yes. They can get Gollihue and Berry and Miller to all shoot well from the outside with Blevins and Benji Atkins on the inside. It's going to be a banner year for the Tigers once again. Good baseline drive there from Redfern. Good step through. Good three from Hawthorne, but he misses everything. And the rebound backside by Gollihue, now up ahead to Miller. Miller, good spin, over to Blevins. Blevins will pull it back out, guarded by Hawthorne. Now over to Gollihue. He'll shoot the three, long distance.
I'm telling you right now.
Man.
That kid is a bucket.
That's his 7th 3 of this scrimmage.
He is a bucket.
3 from Redfern. Front rim no good. Blevins gets the rebound. Zion will bring it up the floor himself. Guarded by King. Gets in. That's a block, yep. As we'll see Walton check back into the game. Chapmanville's probably going to win this quarter, which means they would have the tally at 3-2 in favor of quarters. Gallahue will shoot it again. Oh, he got everything but the bottom of the net that time.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him that opportunity to even get it off like that.
Good look underneath, but Gallahue gets the block, but they call the foul of the body at the end. So Redfern will go to the line to shoot 2. Just off the rim. And makes a second. 16-8 in this quarter as Blevins gets the inbound. He's kind of bodied Redfern up there, and now he's going to get trapped. He retreats, throws to Miller, who somehow pulls it down. 4-on-2. Miller floats it in the lane, gets the friendly roll at home, and gets the bucket. 18-8 here in the 5th. Redfern back the other way, splits 2, jump stop, back over to Dillon. 3 from the corner, no good, gets his own rebound. Now back outside the King. Blevins able to volleyball it down, and here comes Zahn back the other way, and he'll lay it in. Good final quarter here for Chapmanville, as we'll hear the horn here in about a second. As Hawthorne will shoot it, it won't count as Chapmanville wins this 5th quarter, 22-8. And that one looks like will do it here from Danny Godby Gymnasium. Coach, step aside for a quick break, and we'll give our Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game.
That'll work.
Right after this on the D&D Sports Network.
Looking for a new healthcare provider? Come see us at Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. We take all patients from the ages 2 and up. Our staff has over 30 years of medical experience. We do everything from DOT physicals, wellness exams, adult and child, walk-in visits, and more. Call us today at 304-236-3601 and reach us Monday through Friday.
Back here on the D&D Sports Network. Time now for your Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game for the scrimmage game between Chapmanville and Woodrow Wilson. And, Coach, the walking bucket tonight has to be your player of the game.
Absolutely. He's a bucket. It's, I call him Tyler Hero. I'm a Kentucky guy, so. But he is a walking bucket. He has a bright future ahead of him, and there's no other place to be to showcase his talent than, with the man we're showing here on the screen, Coach Brad. He come over here, and, he's literally seems like he's been here for 4 years.
Yeah, he does. He walks on the floor and plays kind of seamlessly with the group out there, and that's something that doesn't happen very often in basketball.
At all, and, just the chemistry that I've seen these guys have, and they haven't been together for, playing like that, but just the chemistry I've seen they had has been unreal, and I really like it. I'm excited for a season. Yeah,
Joey Gallahue, the Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game here from the scrimmage tonight against Chapmanville and Woodrow. We thank you for watching this recorded version of D&D Sports and basketball here in Chapmanville. That's it for me and Coach David Jones. We'll see you around Tiger basketball this season.